Hello, Mikhail. Okay, good to see you back. Good to see you working. So let's see. Whether humanity simply exploits technology or technology forces mankind to change is a question that's been growing in importance over the last century. Good. Some argue that the technological progress demands people to be more intellectually advanced than before, whereas others argue that inventions ease life, making humans lazy. Or we could have just said that others argue that inventions make humans lazy. Okay? Two reasons. Because one, it's kind of a long introduction. And secondly, as I've said before, shorter sentences reduce the risk of grammar mistake. And here, this is not usually said ease life. Okay, that inventions make humans lazy. Okay? This essay will discuss both questions. Are these questions or issues or points of view? I don't think they're questions. We'll discuss both topics, maybe, referring to a Harvard study and online shopping to demonstrate points and support arguments. Very good. Good introduction, I like that. While technology seriously eases life, again, same issue. While technology seriously resolves sufficient problems, what could I say? Well, technology undeniably resolves problems. That's the problem, sufficient. We don't need it, it's redundant. So while technology seriously resolves problems, people have to adapt their way of work and lifestyle to new inventions as well. Okay, indeed it is a two-way road where the progress alters many old processes, and humans, in turn, adopt technology to their needs. For instance, not only does internet shopping save consumers time, okay, move the apostrophe over here to after the S, put the S together with the R, because we're talking in plural, save consumers time. You can't hear it, but or save a consumer's time, in which case this way would be okay. But also, it moves the process of choosing goods from the physical reality to a digital world. Therefore, in exchange for serious help in many facets of life, technology does demand people to adapt to new processes. Okay, I'm sure I've said this before, except I think it was kind of like overly complex, and I had to really concentrate to get the idea of what you were saying. And the reason why I had to concentrate was because it wasn't sort of like straightforward and basic. Remember, it's not the quality of your ideas, it's the quality of your communication. And communication is much more effective when it's sort of like when it's simple and it's basic, okay? And we can pick up, it kind of sounds like a contradiction, okay? But one way would be to reduce, sort of like, although it's like this, indeed it's like this, okay? We could just say, this is because, for example. Okay, so maybe we can try and implement that style in the next essay. The adaptation to a new reality also demands people to process more information. Obviously, humans have no choice but to advance in their intelligence through mastering new technology. A recent Harvard study, because we haven't referred to one before specifically, so we have to say a recent Harvard study indicates that today, on average, Britain, check your spelling, obtains 70% more information than Britons, spelt that way, Britons, obtained 70% more information than 20 years before. Okay, consequently, there's no doubt that technology develops intelligence. Is intelligence and information the same? If you'd have said, consequently, with all this information, there is no doubt that the nation has vastly improved its intelligence. That would have been okay, but otherwise I have to make an assumption that information equals intelligence. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, so there, you actually are following the task response. That's genius. So well done for task response there. However, I still think there's some challenges with the paragraphs. Okay, to conclude, the current age of fast-changing technology alters the way of life while developing intellectual skills of human beings. Okay, in the future, the exploitation of new inventions will require more brain effort, further intelligent advancement from humanity. Good. Very good way to finish. So the main issue here, Mikhail, the paragraphs. Okay? This one, perhaps a little bit too basic. This one, a little bit too complex. So we need to find a balance. Okay? If you want, go to IELTS podcast. Just put into Google IELTS podcast sample essays, and you can see a more, like in the style where it's just crystal clear, okay, and there's lots of topic specific vocabulary, and it's crystal clear from beginning to end. Okay, so just bear that in mind for your next work. Okay, so for this one, 180 words, a little bit over. Okay, a little bit over what I wanted. So next time, if you can reduce it to 150 before sending it, that'll do us both a favor, because you'll get into the habit of spotting sentences that can be deleted. The bar chart illustrates the forecast of visits to 4 European capitals in 2018 by Americans, Canadians, Mexicans. Sorry, I mashed that. So anyway, we can delete that. It's not necessary, especially when we're at 180 as it is. Okay, the most desired destination for those originating from Mexico, or word count, the most desired destination for Mexicans is expected to be Madrid, 65,000 trips to the Spanish capital. Good, very good. While visits of US citizens to Madrid are forecasted at almost the same level as for Mexicans, the number one pick for them would be Paris, accounting for 100, 300, what? 100,000 visits. Good. Very, very, very good. Meanwhile, the most popular city for Canadians is deemed to be Istanbul, with 70,000 trips. Genius. Very good. I like this. The most visited city, well done for using most, the superlative. Get that in there. Get them points. The most visited city among the 3 nations will be Paris, with a record of 170 people coming. The in second place at 165,000 is Madrid. Let's not overuse this, but let's write in a more succinct way. Can you see how I just reduced that to a lot less words, communicating the same with less words? That's what we're aiming for, especially, like I said, when we're at 180. Okay? London and Istanbul are assumed to be equally popular in 2018. Forecasted, predicted, expected. We couldn't use assume there. Are forecasted to be equally popular in 2018, counting for 150,000 visits each. Good, very good. Overall, the most travelling to the 4 European cities is expected to be Americans, whereas citizens of Mexico will travel to Madrid, or whereas the most popular for Mexicans will be Madrid, and Canadians prefer Istanbul. Full stop. Noticeably, London is not a favoured city of any by any country or of any country. Okay, so it's good as well to note the exceptions. Here there's an exception to the graph or to the chart, and that is that London is never the most populous city. Okay, so if you can note that, that's good. And I like the way that you've been grouping the information as well. That's a very important skill. So well done, Mikhail. Let's see if you can get that next essay in. The sooner the better. and we can keep on improving then. Okay, buddy? So, keep moving forward. Tell me when your exam is, and tell me how many see, tell me, what else did I want to know? Oh, you know the score now. Implement all the corrections, improve the error list, send it all together with your new work, and yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, buddy, have a good day.